Hello everyone, Candace McCool here. Thank you so much for joining me. You can catch me on Instagram at CandaceMcCool.fit, where I post daily workouts, diet, you name it. If it is in my fitness journey, it's going on my Instagram. But today I'm going to bring you a grocery haul from 3 different places: Publix, Target, and Sam's Club. So stay tuned. So when you are a busy mom, you do not have time to go into 3 different stores to find your groceries. But in this day and age, you can't find everything you need in one spot. So what I do is I go online and I go through these stores' apps and just order everything that I need for pickup. And then I just load my daughter up and we just go from store to store to store. And I left out at 1:30 and I was back by 2:30. 3 stores, $250 worth of groceries, but that's also including some supplies that I needed, like, toilet tissue and towels and things like that. So not all of that was groceries. But I got all my shopping done and I am going to show you what I do to meet my higher macros now that I am reverse dieting out of my NPC bikini competition and meeting my carb count, because I haven't gotten to eat a lot of this stuff for a very long time. So I'm super excited about showing you what I got. First thing we're going to start with is, let's just start with Sam's Club. So, they do not put anything into bags. So what I do is I bring this really nice, like little cooler little bag. And that's what I use to keep everything cold while I go to other stores. And it keeps things from like rummaging around in the back while I'm driving. So what I do at Sam's Club is I get their frozen cauliflower. Look. You get like 4 of the containers in this one bag and it's like $10. So it's really cheap. That's where you want to stock up on your cauliflower rice, because those are actually lower in carbs and you can eat more of it. So I love this. So I got 2 bags of this for a total of 8. And then I also got the spinach because it's a lot cheaper to buy it in bulk at Sam's Club than it is to go to Publix. This right here, huge box of it. I basically half this and put half of this in my omelet every single morning. So that way you get all the fiber, all the iron, all the folic acid that you need for the day. And so I bought 3 of those. And what I'll do is, since obviously this takes up a lot of space, is I go ahead and I divide this into Ziploc bags, and I then just can, take all the air out and push them in my refrigerator. Now, I will say the one thing about buying everything online is you don't get to inspect what you get, and you just hope and pray that the person picking it out picks out something good. I got a bunch of green bananas. So it's gonna be a few days before I can eat these bananas, but bananas is something that I'm reintroducing into my diet because it's really good carbs. Canadian bacon is also something, now that I am allowed more protein in my diet. You guys, these macros are amazing. You can have 3 slices of this and it's only 60 calories, 1 gram of fat, 2 carbs, and 10 grams of protein. So I have this with my omelet as well instead of greasy bacon. I don't know about you, what your favorite apples are, but I love Fuji apples. And so I got a whole big old 5-pound bag of Fuji apples. Another good source of carbs are going to be potatoes. I prefer sweet potatoes, and I put them in the oven at 425 for about an hour and a half. And I'm telling you guys, it comes out so sweet. It almost like caramelizes the juices. It's so good. You do not need extra sugar. I do put a little bit of cinnamon on there, but it is so good. And it pairs well with everything. I've even had this for breakfast. I think that was all that I got from Sam's Club. So now let's go to Publix. This right here is called Kamet cereal. I like the fact that I can basically have Honey Smacks cereal without all of the sugar. This has 11 carbs in 1 cup. And what I do is I take the Mrs. Butterworth sugar-free syrup, slather on about 60 mLs on top of a bowl of this cereal with some almond milk. You guys, it is so good. And I mean, obviously it's not exactly like Honey Smacks, but it is close enough to be able to have a really sweet treat without all of the high sugar. So I highly recommend this. And honestly, all I can find it in is Publix. So if you guys can find it in another store, definitely let me know below. Since I have been reintroducing a lot of different foods that I wasn't used to eating, I've bloated a lot. And so I'm trying to go things that have less gluten in it. And so one of those things is the cream of rice, not the cream of wheat, but the cream of rice. That is going to be gluten-free. So if you're looking for a good gluten-free option that won't bloat you, this is a good idea. I put some almond butter and a little bit of stevia in it with it, and then top it with blueberries. So good in the mornings. When I'm really wanting something carbonated, I have found these sparkling ice with caffeine. Every once in a while I'll have this because honestly I get enough caffeine from my Thrive vitamins and my Thrive probiotic shake in the morning, and that's a natural form, so I try not to have any other caffeine throughout the day. But when I want something that's just bubbly, I love this because it is a 5-calorie, 0 fat, 0 carb, 0 protein drink. Always gotta have my almond milk because I try to eliminate dairy as much as I can. This is a whole big old thing of zucchinis because I have a spiraler at home, and even my 5-year-old daughter likes to help me make this. I'll slice it and then she'll put it in the little contraption and she'll just crank it up, and she just thinks it's amazing.
Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
And it helps me out because I can put this in with basically anything. You can put it in with your grilled shrimp and some vegetables for a good lunch or a dinner, or I like to put it in with my spinach and my liquid egg whites to have a good little omelet in the morning. Lots and lots of food for very little calories. So when I do have dairy, I do the fat-free cheeses, and so that's what I put in my omelet. So I got a mozzarella and I got a cheddar. I think I've mentioned this before, but when you're looking for something that is a good alternative to a fried chicken finger, this air fried chicken is really good, so I highly recommend it. All right, I think that is all that I got from Publix. Now let's go on to what I picked up at Target. Now Target was where I got most of the other items, non-food items, but let me see if I can figure out which bag has the stuff that I actually got to eat. In one of my other videos, I showed you how many blueberries that I picked with my daughter, and we are still eating on those. And so all I needed to pick up was some strawberries. This is a low-calorie fruit that doesn't have a whole lot of sugar, but man, does it go a long way, so you can eat a lot of it. This is something that I'm going to try instead of oatmeal. This is called Nature's Path Organic Gluten-Free Brown Sugar Maple Instant Oatmeal. So I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna let you know what I think about it. I got some more almond milk because they were out of the big gallon, so we go through it so crazy because my husband drinks almond milk, I drink almond milk, my daughter drinks it, and so we go through a ton of it. And then one other thing from Sam's Club that I like to get is their eggs, because now that my fat has been bumped up, I really like using eggs to reach that fat count. Honestly, I don't like a whole lot of really high fat foods, so having eggs is really a great way to get that fat count up in a good, healthy way. It's also a good source of protein as well. All right, I think that's going to do it for my grocery haul. What I'm gonna do for my next video is show you what I'm going to be making to meet my new macros of 2015 calories and how I am meeting that in a good, healthy, wholesome way. So I will see you later, and I hope that you stay with me because this is going to be such a great reverse diet, bikini prep, improvement season. I don't know what I'm gonna call it because I'm also training for a triathlon, but it's gonna be a fun journey. So thanks so much for staying with me. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll catch you next time.